The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past.
And we're back.
Okay, we're back. Oh, God. It has been 10 seconds since our last episode.
It has been. This stuff's happening.
So, okay, so this level, it's called Who Knows Where. And essentially when you come in here, right, you get here through the smoking pipe.
Oh, is this just like a survival map? Okay. I kind of remember this now. I remember it exists.
Right, it's a thing.
Desaturated look is really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool because one, it allows for a cool piece of narrative.
The past catches up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
So essentially what they're gonna do is they're gonna follow the story of one of the characters. And in this case it's gonna be the kid, and it's gonna give us a lot of backstory in a sort of an optional context, right? Like we didn't have to pick this level, even though it encouraged us to. Alright, well, bye. So it encourages us to pick a level, like to pick this level this time, but essentially these are optional levels with pretty big rewards. Like we got a ton of things from the last level. But this is going to be just a solitary survival-like mode where they can give us a backstory on a specific character that wouldn't really fit into another level, right? When they're doing a level, they have a lot more to contend with. They have, you know, the layout of the place. They have all of the locational, environmental stuff going on that they want to talk about. And they're sort of world building the entire world in addition to, like, what happened during the calamity and all this other stuff in those levels. And having, like, this one place here where they can sort of...
Just give a short story and one place where you stay still and just keep busy and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
Nice.
Okay. So this also shows you when you have completed one of your achievements. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, nice.
He was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
One of the things that, like, we're actually starting to characterize this, like, give things to this character and attributes and a history, which is weird in the context of the silent protagonist.
That's true.
But I guess, I don't know, I was never a huge fan of the silent protagonist in the first place.
Yeah. I don't strongly dislike it, but it definitely fits certain things better than others.
Yeah. Huh. It's just one of those things where you have to sort of, like, fix the Gordon Freeman problem.
Yeah. Well, like, see, this feels to me pretty different from the Gordon Freeman situation, because the Gordon Freeman situation is one in which you are,
directly,
especially in first person, and you are interacting with people who are just, like, apparently hearing something, or just no one's letting you talk.
Yeah.
Because Rux is the only one who speaks, this feels to me more like this is a story being told after the fact.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think is how they're meaning for it to be explained, even though Rux is also present in the story.
Yeah.
But it's all in past tense. And,
Once the kid done his time.
So even when a character is meant to speak clearly, like when he only says one thing, we should go.
Yeah.
It's still Rux talking, so this feels at least a little more elegant than the Half-Life silence.
It definitely is. I think it's one of the reasons why I just don't like the silent protagonist problem is that the characters just tend to be a lot less interesting.
I do agree with that.
It just forces you to sort of fill in a lot of gaps that aren't necessarily, like, that don't necessarily add a whole lot to the story.
I actually even find that true to a certain extent. I find it interesting playing, like, say, different BioWare games where in certain cases your hero character is silent but you get to choose things they say, versus there are RPGs where you choose what they say but then they say them, and they say the lines in a way that is kind of their own.
Yeah.
I actually like the latter a good bit better.
Well, yeah, because I think that they characterize them still in, like, an interesting way, and you can get something more out of the character.
Agreed.
And I think that, like, there's definitely, I mean, Mass Effect specifically can get away with doing a lot of that stuff because they had, like, there were ways that they could tell that story even when the player had full control over those lines.
Agreed. And Like I'm not bothered by, say, Fallout characters being silent, because in a certain way that feels a little bit more less in the moment narrative focused and more about like you kind of creating your own, just trying to figure out how to describe it. Something about playing like kind of role playing a silent protagonist in Fallout feels like it works a bit better to me, because there's, I guess, less character interaction is really just all it. Like Mass Effect has a lot of talking and interacting with other people, your crewmates, all the people that you go down to speak with, and I kind of like that Dragon Age eventually, like in game 2, I guess, had their protagonist start speaking, because I think for that kind of game it worked better to just give him a voice and let you kind of role play a character rather than just do a full, like, just do a full projection, project yourself,
do all the work.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
I got kind of off topic, sorry.
No, that's fine. I think it's good. I think we should talk about different stuff on the show, even if it's not directly related to what we're talking about.
You are fighting a lot of stuff.
There are a lot of dudes here. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dan.
I find it interesting that I do think these, at least I think they are, I feel like these are all 3D models, but
Out there, kid learned to fend.
when the characters turn around, they turn in very sharp little increments, like you would if it was just a sprite animation with a bunch of different angles. And they might be sprites that just, like, they might just be really well done sprites, but I really feel like they're 3D models animated
these enemies
to look like sprites.
in particular have a really sharp turning radius.
They do, like, and I think, and a majority of them do. Even the little cannons that have a lot more, like, can turn, like, have a much more, words fail me. Are much more fine turning angles options. Like, there's still a stutteriness to their turn. It's not smooth.
Right.
It's just like they have
They trusted him to scout out
16 or 20 different angles they can face.
Right. Yeah. The kid even has a limited turning radius.
Yeah.
It's a lot smoother like this one. Yeah. You can see that one guy just kind of like click, 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 click.
I think it might be 3D models that are intentionally being limited in the angles that they can face, with animations intentionally designed to hold poses so it feels like a sprite, which is not actually way more work to set up when doing 3D, and actually a way to kind of get away with more limited looking 3D, because it kind of evokes that limited sprite feel.
Right. Well, there's just a lot more. There's a lot more of the model that you have to worry about showing to an individual person or into the player if they can look at it from literally any angle, or even if it's a full 3D model, they can just make sure that it looks good.
Right.
In the 8 that they're going to show you, or the 16 that they're going to show you.
split apart.
Oh, goodbye.
I forgot how long this survival mode
Yeah,
is.
they're not short.
We'll finish this before the episode's over.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, assuming I don't suck.
please don't die on like the second to last stage.
All right, I'll do my best. Huh. I got him. I'm the
You
best.
saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened.
I was about to say this music is so good, but then it just stops
Yeah, it's
dead.
like we don't-
All right, it's back.
There we
This
go.
music is so good.
Yeah. The oh god. Soundtrack is really good.
That soundtrack is amazing, and it blends so many different styles. Well, I guess electronic tends to do that anyway, but yeah, this is one of the
Well, you're more
most pleasant soundtracks to listen to on its own of
yeah,
any game.
That's true. I definitely have the soundtrack in my car, and I don't have many soundtracks. What do you think? You're more musically inclined than I am. What do you think?
Marginally.
I mean, you actually like do a show about music, and
Okay.
you think
True.
critically about it in some way, which is more musically focused than I am.
All right, fair enough.
But I'm just like, what do you think about this music does the trick for you? Like, all I know is that I like it.
Through twisted
Actually, I
streets,
think
he ran with
we were talking so much early on about how many different like things that this game's like aesthetic seems to pull from, just how many different influences and how it all is kind of jumbled and mashed together. And I do kind of like that this game's music does the same, because a lot of it's really like a lot of really heavy electronic percussion and a lot of and just really cool, interesting sounds they create, but also the fact that the lead instrument is often an analog one, like a guitar, and a really sort of a rustic, bluesy or steel guitar, something that feels a good bit more Western and down to earth and less electronic, or this instrument, which I actually don't know what it's called.
The string mice.
Yeah.
The who's a twangy, what's it?
That's the one.
Yeah.
And
I nailed it.
the fact that it is drawing from so many influences as well kind of fits in a weird way.
Yeah, I don't know, like, there's definitely, like, I definitely like the sort of the Western twang to the whole thing, because the game really does a good job of showing off a lot of the stuff. Or just like playing into, like, the martials, and all the weapons tend to be, like, an old rifle, an old carbine, like, dual pistols, and... Hup! Okay, he's dead. Great. Yeah, there's definitely just a lot of, like... I don't know if it's just because it fits really well, or...
Yeah, I can't decide if it's fitting. It's kind of matching this, like, aesthetically, or if it's just another really great thing that works well enough.
Good job, everybody. It's like just like 18 people got together and did independently awesome things. And they just shoved it together to make a game.
And it's not like it's totally disjointed enough if it's together. They're like the one element that feels, the one design element that feels that I'm not 100% sure if I like. Or it's not even a design element; it's an aesthetic design element. Is the choice to have the characters be this kind of cutesy, chibi, adorable thing, and I still like the look of it, independently,
right?
But I can't tell, like, with this pretty serious, weighty mystery.
Oh, okay.
And rugged voice narration.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff. I don't know if, like, I can't think of another direction that would necessarily be better. And I don't think that this is bad. It's just maybe the one element that feels the most, that when mixed in with everything else makes the rest all kind of feel like a mishmash of lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
Down to 2.
Just 2.
You can do this.
Screw it up, Dan. Can you see that I'm super focused? Is that coming across in my voice?
Yeah.
Can you believe?
I believe in you.
Okay. That makes one of us.
Don't screw it up.
Oh god, I'm gonna screw it up.
No, you got this.
Do I?
You have this. Throw that die. Yeah.
Is this show a lot better if I just make the sound effects literally the whole time?
Oh, sorry.
You were gonna die on this couch and I'm gonna be left all alone.
I actually am better. I'm just gonna cough for the rest of my life.
Okay.
If that's okay.
That's fine. You've developed the rust lung.
I will say my voice in episodes I've recorded since PAX has actually sounded way better because of how tired my throat and everything else has been.
Oh, geez, what is this bull doing here?
I wish I could talk that way all the time.
Oh, do you have, like, super sexy voice?
I especially did in close proximity to PAX. Like, and I think we all do. We all sounded our best on day 3 when our voices, when talking hurts.
When we had no voice.
But yeah, we're in the low, rugged register.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
alright, bull. Come and get me. Yeah. Yeah.
Blocking. Okay, cool. Get him! Block. Hold. Red light.
Red light.
Red light. Green light, go! Kill him!
I got him.
Kill him to death, yeah!
Oh god, I got it.
Is that it?
I'll never forget him.
Yeah!
What he's doing. What he's done. I surely would.
Yeah, this game's good. Look how colorful it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we did it. Good for us. Next time, a different level.
We rank up on the leaderboards by surviving who knows where with Shrine Idols active.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I think it's the god idols.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Cool.
Next time.
See you guys.
Bye. Wait. Okay, bye.